afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Friday. Charlotte Deleste in. Susan remains on family leave, taking care of the folks down south. This humidity.
I know. It's come back in to say hello.
Yes, hello. We'll get to the weather in just a minute, but first, topping our headlines today, 60 shots were fired in a homicide yesterday. We're hearing from the mother of the victim.
After 10 years, an arrest in New York's Gilgo Beach serial killings. I'm Michael George with what we know about the suspect.
And we have an update on the Bobcat we told you about yesterday. She's going to be headed north soon.
Well, the Canadian wildfire smoke is back, and so is poor air quality. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources issued a statewide air quality advisory that went into effect at noon today and goes through noon on Sunday.
The DNR said the heaviest impacts from the smoke are expected to be felt in the southern half of the state beginning tomorrow morning. Residents are encouraged to keep windows and doors closed, especially overnight.
Well, you know, we've dealt with this before, right, with the Canadian smoke, and it all depends on the airflow, and basically in all of North America. And right now we're seeing the airflow once again flow from the north to the south.
The round of smoke is not expected to be as severe as last month's, and it's not expected to stay around as long. However, those who might be sensitive to the smoke, including older adults, children, pregnant people, and people with heart or lung disease, are encouraged to limit their time outdoors.
Let's take a look outside. Not bad. A little rain overnight again.
That was a nice...
It was. This is a Middleton bike path, I guess. Weather words, storms and smoke equals more of both. And Jacob is in the backyard, and we have a weather advisory.
Yeah, we do have an alert day for this evening. Now, it's not for the air quality alert or the wildfire smoke, but we do have the threat of severe weather. The biggest threat will be gusty winds and hail, with also some pretty heavy rainfall at times. Definitely can't rule out a tornado, especially after what happened yesterday. And this will mostly be during the evening, probably not going to occur after midnight. But there is a severe thunderstorm watch already in effect for places Dane County, as well as just to the east and west, as well as south, and also across northern Illinois. This goes until 10 p.m. And if you look at the current radar, we already have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for portions of Iowa. Now, this storm and a lot of these storms throughout the evening, they're going to be moving very slowly, so we could see some pretty high rain totals for those areas that get the severe weather. And as far as this warning specifically, wind speeds up to 60 miles per hour, hail up to 1 inch in diameter, or tornado is possible, but we're not expected to see a huge threat of tornadoes. Here's a look at the SPC outlook. Marginal risk for Dane County and everywhere off to the north, but a slight risk to the south and southeast across the southeastern portion of the state as well, right near the Illinois border. As far as the high wind probability, Madison and areas to the north are under a 5%, Janesville 15%. And if we look at the hail, it is almost identical. The SPC outlook doesn't have any threat of tornadoes, but as we saw yesterday, there could be an isolated tornado here and there. So looking at futurecasts, we are going to see these storms move very slowly. The peak time will be around 7 to 9 for Dane County. I'll have more details on the system a little bit later in the show.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Today, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes announced a person who was injured in a shooting yesterday afternoon on Madison's Far East Side has died.
The victim's family has confirmed to us that it is 20-year-old Devon Grant. When police arrived, community members were tending to Grant in the parking lot of the apartment complex. Officers applied a tourniquet and called for an ambulance, but he later died at the hospital. In a press conference this afternoon, Chief Barnes said investigators believe Grant was shot after a conflict between two groups of people that led to gunfire being exchanged. Detectives found more than 60 shell casings at the scene.
That tells us that we have some work to do. We all do. With our community here and across the country on gun violence. And we're going to do our part as a police department, but we need our community to do their part and help us and be great community partners and call us early and often when you see conflict.
With that number of gunshots being fired between the two groups of people, Barnes said that people in the area were lucky no one else was hurt. The death is the 8th homicide in Madison this year, according to the police department.
Earlier today, our Braden Ross spoke with Devon's mother, Alyssa, who says she witnessed the entire incident unfold in front of her. She disputes some of what police said, claiming there was no fight and that a car drove up, someone inside shot Devon, and then drove away. Devon is the second child Alyssa lost this year. She says she's tired of seeing gun violence end young lives in her community.
No parent should witness their child getting killed, gunned down in the streets. No parent. We shouldn't be burying our child. Our kids should be burying us. He was 20. He was just starting to live his life.
Alicia says all she wants from the police is to find her son's killer. You can hear more from her later today on News 3 Now at 6.
Bond was set for the man accused of killing another man last month in downtown Madison. Today, bond was set for 18-year-old Julius Jones at $1 million cash. He is currently being charged with 3 felonies: first-degree homicide, bail jumping, and possession of a firearm. Jones was arrested Wednesday afternoon at an apartment complex in the 5000 block of American Parkway on Madison's northeast side. Today marks the 1-year anniversary of the launch of the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Between calling and texting, the number was contacted over 100,000 times. After the switch from the 10-digit hotline to the 3-digit, calls in Wisconsin increased 74% within the first 3 months. That ranked second in the nation during that span. Of the hotline calls, only 25% are suicide-related, and the other 75% are personal crisis issues.
The Greene County Sheriff's Office identified a woman today who died after a motorcycle crash outside New Glarus Brewing Company. 60-year-old Catherine Hilt of Fort Atkinson died Monday from injuries sustained in a crash that occurred last Saturday. Sheriff's officials said that the Hilt's motorcycle collided with another motorcycle that was turning into the brewing company along State Highway 69. Hilt was taken to UW Hospital for treatment, where she later died. Well, candidates are already starting to line up to run in next year's elections, and that includes the 3rd Congressional District here in Wisconsin, covering La Crosse and Western Wisconsin.
Political reporter Will Keneally has more on a candidate who just this week jumped into the race.
She will be a familiar face to Western Wisconsin. Rebecca Cook ran in last year's Democratic primary. And this week she announced that she will seek the seat again, becoming the first Democrat to officially challenge freshman Republican Congressman Derek Van Orden. Even though she did not win the Democratic primary last year, UW-La Crosse political scientist Anthony Chergosky says she distinguished herself among the Dem field.
Rebecca Cook was able to establish herself as someone who could speak to the concerns of rural residents. And that really became the cornerstone of her campaign. And I think, a lot of Democrats have been hungry for someone who really speaks authentically about the issues in rural communities.
Another possible contender for the seat is Democratic State Senator Brad Pfaff, who lost to Van Orden last year. Now, Chergosky says that might be a harder sell for Pfaff this time around, as he would have to give up his state Senate seat to run. We'll have more on this race coming up tonight at 5. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Police in New York have finally made an arrest in connection with the killings of as many as 10 people on Long Island. The case left investigators chasing leads for more than 10 years.
The suspect made his first official court appearance today and now faces 3 first-degree murder charges and 3 second-degree murder charges. Michael George reports from Long Island.
59-year-old Rex Hewerman appeared in a Long Island court in connection to the notorious Gilgo Beach murders case.
Suffolk County Police Department, as well as our partners in the FBI, did place one individual under arrest.
Sources tell CBS News Hewerman was arrested in Massapequa late Thursday, a community just north of the stretch connected to 10 unsolved cases since 2010.
We have never stopped working on this case.
The victims' bodies were initially found as police were searching for a missing sex worker named Shannon Gilbert. In all, 8 women, a man and a toddler were found dead. The Gilgo Beach murder case has long captivated people here on Long Island and beyond. Suffolk County officials recently created a special task force to investigate, enlisting the help of the FBI.
Their efforts, their dedication, it has never stopped.
Earlier in the day, police were seen removing evidence from Hewerman's home, to the surprise of those in the neighborhood.
It's a shocker. I mean, it's a real eye-opener.
It's crazy. It's mind-blowing.
This man says the suspect, who worked as an architect in New York City, grew up in the house and remained there with his wife to raise their children.
The guy's been quiet, never really bothers anybody. We're kind of shocked.
Authorities are calling Heuermann's arrest just the first step at finally solving the cold case and bringing closure to the victims' families. Michael George, CBS News, Gilgo Beach, New York.
Heuermann was denied bail at his court appearance today.
And an update on a story we brought to you yesterday, the Bob kitten adopted by Dane County Humane Society. Well, like we told you yesterday, the little female was found as an orphan near Mazomanie. They estimate her age to be 9 to 10 weeks, and on admission, the Bob kitten was thin and dehydrated, very hungry, and full of burrs stuck all over her fur. The Wildlife Center, presumes something happened to her mother.
We are not going to keep her here at Dane County Humane Society, actually, because it's best for them to grow up with a member of their own species, and she's the only one we have. So we have been in contact with Wild Instincts in Rhinelander, Wisconsin, and they have 3 other baby bobcats that are almost exactly the same age.
Perfect. Playmates.
Absolutely perfect.
DCHS will take care of the quarantine period of care so that when she is sent up north, she can acclimate immediately with her new clouder or pounce. That's a group of bobcats, in case you didn't know. I just learned that today.
We had to look it up.
Okay, clouder.
She's going to be in good hands.
Oh, very much so.
Well, still to come at 4, it's Barbie's world, and we're just living in it.
2023 could be the year of the Barbie. Finally, we'll find out why when Live at 4 continues.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift.
Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Rider chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. The jackpot for Friday's Mega Millions drawing is $560 million. Saturday's Powerball drawing even higher at $875 million. I won't see you on Monday.
Remind me to get my ticket, please. Americans around the country are rushing to get their tickets and dreaming of quitting their job and starting a new life.
Dream on.
I know, but financial experts say if you are the lucky winner, it is best not to tell anyone right away. Instead, take time to get your affairs in order.
Take a step back. Think about how you're really going to receive this money. Protect your ticket. Don't rush to claim your prize, and also hire a team of professionals before you claim your prize that are in place to help you with this money.
Senior personal finance reporter for Business Insider Jennifer Streak says it is best to take the lump sum to avoid the risk of not collecting the entire payout over the next few decades. And while both lottos are life-changing amounts of money, both still have a long way to go to break the record $2 billion Powerball drawing from last November.
Stocks closed mixed on Wall Street, but ended the week higher. The Dow Industrials added 113 points, closing at 34,509. The NASDAQ off 24. The S&P 500 was down about 4.5 points. Well, it's Barbie's world, and it's open for business since the iconic doll was launched back in 1959 by toy maker Mattel.
Barbie has captured the hearts of millions across the globe, and now her own live-action film debuting next week. Vanessa Yurkovich has more.
Barbara Millicent Roberts. You know her as Barbie. Parents, Mattel. Born in 1959, but doesn't look a day over 19.
Everyone had a Barbie, and it was the thing to have a Barbie.
Next week, Barbie comes to life in a new movie with an A-list director and actors.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken. Distributed by CNN's parent company, Warner Brothers Discovery.
It's an incredibly important milestone for the brand.
Barbie, beloved by girls and boys around the world, has had ups and downs.
Back in 2014-15, we hit a low, and it was a moment to reflect in the context of why did Barbie lose relevance? She didn't reflect the physicality, the look, if you will, of the world around us.
Now Barbie, Ken, and friends have many different skin tones, shapes, and special traits that make them look more like us. But this year's first quarter sales at Mattel slumped, down 22% from last year's. How is Mattel and Barbie viewed as a brand?
There's been a lot of decline in that differentiation and that relevance that keep a brand fresh and top of mind from a purchase perspective. And when that happens, brands go into a place of fatigue.
Mattel hopes this new movie will give them the boost they're looking for.
We also now have the opportunity to reach new ages and stages that ultimately, from a business perspective, provides huge merchandising and monetization opportunities.
We're standing in front of Barbie. At Hombom Toys, owner Eileen Gayer can't keep movie Barbie on the shelf.
Within a day, they were gone.
Have you always had Barbie and Ken and friends in store?
Absolutely. It's a staple. It's the moms and dads who are more nostalgic than the kids.
But that nostalgia isn't for everyone.
I don't know how she's evolved. Yeah. Like, does she have a college degree now?
The movie has calculated for that.
We haven't played with Barbie since we were like 5 years old.
Oh. And for others, you're never too old for Barbie.
I am 90 years old. Or I should say, 90 years young.
Carol Spencer didn't grow up playing with Barbies.
This was my first project.
But Barbie wouldn't be, well, Barbie without her.
I was a designer for the Barbie doll starting in 1963 for over 35 years. And I loved every minute of it.
While Carol helped make Barbie, Barbie helped make Mattel. As other toys have come and gone, Barbie is still strutting.
Barbie really carried Mattel for a great many years. I thought of every child who played with the Barbie doll as my child. So let me tell you, I have a big family, and I love it.
And that is the magic and power of Barbie.
And the movie is going to be something.
Uh-huh. I'm excited.
It's going to be ridiculous, and it's going to be fantastic at the same time.
It really is.
Looking forward
I'll let you know how it goes.
I'll be waiting to stream it at home. Retailers have found a new use for artificial intelligence.
Some are using it to catch thieves. We'll have more on that coming up after Jacob's weekend forecast.
I suffer with psoriatic arthritis and psoriasis. I was on a journey for a really long time to find some relief. Cosentyx works for me.
Cosentyx helps real people get real relief from the symptoms of psoriatic arthritis or psoriasis. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen.
I move so much better because of Cosentyx.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
Your foundation doesn't improve the appearance of under-eye puffiness. Your concealer doesn't make fine lines disappear. Even worse, they can make those imperfections more noticeable. Introducing Tint and Tighten, a new must-have lightweight tinted cream that is sure to find its place in your makeup routine. Tint and Tighten is the only tinted cream that creates a temporary tightening layer on the surface of the skin, which works to instantly reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye puffiness.
It's a very time-consuming thing to put foundation on and do your eyes and your lips, and I'd much rather just have a product that I can put on my face that makes me feel good. The thing I love about Tint and Tighten is the refreshed feeling my skin has. It's not heavy, it's not greasy, my wrinkles are gone, especially around my eyes. My skin feels smooth, I feel youthful.
Compared to Tint and Tighten, there was another product that I was trying, and one of the things that was a problem is leaving residue in the area underneath the eyes where your concealer would go. So I found that was a challenge, but using this particular product, I realized it's not leaving a residue.
Tint and Tighten works to smooth out wrinkles and under-eye puffiness in just 10 minutes, while covering and concealing dark circles, age spots, and uneven skin tone, making you look and feel years younger.
Right around this area, I have fine lines, which a lot of people obviously deal with as they age. And then also in this area, I had very dark circles. They were just puffed out a little bit, and that without any makeup is almost eliminated.
What's even better is that these remarkable results last for up to 8 hours without needles or injections. Want to look your best for that upcoming event, date night, or job interview? Maybe you simply want to feel younger and more confident with your appearance. Then add Tint and Tighten to your makeup routine and bring youthfulness back to your life. Try it this summer for up to 50% off and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning 9 awards in the Milwaukee Press Club Excellence in Wisconsin Journalism Competition, including top honors for Best Single Story or Feature Design and Best Feature Photograph. Take a trip to Paoli with Madison Magazine. See how this small community is using the best parts of its farming past to build a bright future. And watch the skyline as Madison leans into an epic growth spurt. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Well, take a look at these. Here are the finalists for the Comedy Pet Photo Contest. We've got a cat performing his best victory pose, a dog leaping through the air, a grumpy cat. This is one of my favorites. A dog jumping head first into the sand. Humans looking like they're dogs, or maybe it's the other way around. Then there's a cat sticking their tongue out. The 24 finalists will be judged by a panel of expert animal lovers. The winner will be announced on August 11th, but you also have the chance to vote for the People's Choice Award. You can cast your favorite finalist at comedypetphoto.com. There's one more I want to hang on to my favorite one. The one I actually voted for is...
Oh, you did?
Yeah, not this one. It's the last one.
Coming. But wait, there's more.
That's a great shot.
Okay, that one looking like they're human.
Yeah. That's all we got? There was a little puppy sticking through the sofa cushions going after his ball.
Okay. I like the leaping one.
Yeah,
that was a good
one. I like the first one with the cat. Is that the one you're referring to?
No, the dog leaping.
Dog leaping.
But I like the one where the cat's like trying to pounce on the other man. That was really cute.
So vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vote now. All right, so let's talk about, we've got a lot of stuff happening for the weekend.
We do have some severe storms just outside our area, very close to entering, but as I talked about earlier, these storms are taking their sweet time to get here. More details right after the break.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God, I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
No, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
Get 40% off new windows during Champion's 70th anniversary sale. Plus, pay nothing for 18 months. And don't miss your chance to win our $70,000 home makeover. Enter online today. Call or schedule your free estimate online 24/7 at getchampionwindows.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
So the three things you need to know: we're going to be stormy this evening with a few strong thunderstorms, hazy over the weekend, and on top of the hazy weather, we're going to see some more storms over the weekend, although it doesn't appear to be as significant as the storm threat tonight. Looking at the current radar, we are still seeing a lot of storms across Iowa slowly moving into our area. There also are a few smaller storms popping up that could strengthen into possible severe thunderstorms. Right now, the only severe storm is to the south of Dubuque, and this storm specifically is producing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and hail 1 inch in diameter. And like I mentioned, these storms are moving very slow. So on top of the wind and hail threat, there's also a heavy rain threat. Very small chance of a tornado. Obviously, we can't rule it out. Here's a look at the severe weather outlook. Marginal risk for Madison and places immediately to the east and most of the areas to the west, with slight risks to the south and southeast, especially across the southeastern portion of the state. But likely, the further east you're located, the later you will see those storms. So let me take you through Futurecast. The peak time for the storms will be a little bit later, probably around 7 to 9 p.m. Although this model, my guess is this model is a little bit delayed. I think they might come a little bit earlier than 9:30, but we could see some storms on the back end move through at 9:30. But I would say right around 7 to 9 p.m. is probably the peak time for the storms in Dane County, as well as places just to the south. But if you're to the east, the storms will likely last a bit later. And also the heaviest rain also looks to occur just to the east of Dane County, with maybe some lingering storms around midnight. But for the most part, we're not going to see a ton of rainfall after midnight. And then by the time we get to tomorrow morning, we're going to be dry with some small scattered showers and storms for the afternoon tomorrow. Not going to be a lot, but it only takes one small storm to produce some pretty heavy rainfall, so just be prepared for that for your Saturday afternoon. And it's the same case for Sunday as well. You know, we're not expecting to see severe weather, not expecting to see the widespread storms we'll see tonight, but the threat will be there nonetheless, so definitely prepare for maybe a quick passing storm, which unfortunately could produce some pretty heavy rainfall at times. Now, as far as the precipitation forecast, you know, this is hard to say for certain, simply because it all depends on where these storms fire up. So it is possible that the 1.5 to 2 inches in Janesville and Monroe might be an overestimate, and the less than 1/10 of an inch in Platteville, Dubuque might be a little bit of an underestimate. It all depends on where these storms pop up, but because these storms are so slow moving, some areas could indeed see possibly up to 2 inches of rainfall, depending on just how wide the storms are, because they're only moving about 15 miles per hour, so heavy rain is definitely going to be a threat this evening. As far as the wildfire smoke, unfortunately, we're going to see quite a bit of it as we head into the weekend. It's really going to start moving in tomorrow morning and continue throughout much of the afternoon and into Sunday as well. Looks like we'll finally start to be better by the afternoon Sunday, but I wouldn't be surprised if that air quality alert gets pushed back a little bit more because my guess is the smoke will linger a bit longer. Now, as far as the air quality index tomorrow and Sunday, it will be at the unhealthy for some level. So for those individuals that are in the sensitive group, just be prepared and try not to spend too much time outdoors. A slight chance of storms Saturday and Sunday, dry for Monday and Tuesday. It's also going to be quite nice Monday and Tuesday with highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s. And then our next chance of rain beyond Monday and Tuesday will be for Wednesday and early Thursday. So once again, for this evening, a good chance of some showers and storms, and some of them could be severe. Smaller risk over the weekend, but we do expect to see some rain at times. We're very much going to welcome the rainfall. It's been very nice. We were under that drought, but we've seen quite a bit of rain the last few days. I don't know the exact numbers, but we're probably not too far off of seeing as much rain the last couple of days as we did the previous 2 months. So I don't know the exact numbers for Madison, but we've gotten quite a bit, and definitely putting a dent in that drought.
Some more on the way.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you, Jacob. Some retailers in the UK are using artificial intelligence to catch shoplifters.
But as Anna Stewart explains, people are being warned the facial recognition technology could do more harm than good.
Got that feeling you're being watched? You probably are. And it's not just CCTV, AI could be watching too.
So your camera should have picked me up as I walked through the front door.
Yeah.
So if you were the security guard and you discovered that I'd stolen something, you would go to this and find me.
Yeah, I'd scroll down and look at the system, and I'd know what time you've walked in, so I'd be able to find your face, and in fact, here's your face.
Stole a load of steaks.
And ran out.
I'm a suspect, a case of mistaken identity, I assure you. But here's what happens next. A suspect's biometrics are stored by FaceWatch for a year. If they return to the shop, their presence will be alerted to staff. And for prolific thieves, or those suspected of taking a high-value item, the biometrics could be shared with other stores in the area. All legal under British law.
I was reporting all these crimes to the police, trying to help the police, giving them CCTV, and nothing ever happened.
This didn't start in a store, but a wine bar. London's oldest wine bar, in fact, run by FaceWatch founder Simon Gordon.
Our goal is to be the trusted, and we are, the trusted name in facial recognition and crime prevention. We're just here to prevent crime. We don't.
Isn't that the police's job? Are you filling a gap that shouldn't be filled by private businesses?
Everybody should be taking security seriously.
Gordon says there's no bias in their AI algorithms, and the company also uses human superfacial recognizers. But mistakes happen. Accuracy was 99.85% in June, according to FaceWatch.
If you're put on a watch list, your information is held for up to a year because there's no real due process. This is all done by a private company. There's no police involvement. There's no direct evidence that anyone's actually committed a crime. So you could very easily be wrongly placed on a watch list and have your life really changed because some AI-powered technology has flagged you as a criminal, which you aren't.
For shoppers leaving a store with FaceWatch tech, there's a mix of opinions.
I don't want my face to be recognized. I'm just doing my shopping.
I mean, it's uncomfortable, but I mean, I understand why they're doing it.
I think in this day and age, like even our phone, facial recognition or like biometrics and everything, it's all around us. So I don't think there's any escaping it.
Back at the supermarket, it's time to see how quickly alarm bells will ring now I've been flagged. That was quick. I didn't even make it down the first aisle.
That's a match. It's 99% similarity. You would trigger an alert in a store down the road if you'd carried out more than one crime here, or if it was over a certain value.
Well, thanks for showing me how it works. Could I ask that you delete my profile?
Absolutely.
It's not really a thief. Anna Stewart, CNN, London.
That's a little creepy.
It is. It's a whole lot creepy.
You've watched everywhere. There's cameras everywhere.
Well, right now.
Yeah. What?
Coming up next on Live at 4, we take a sneak peek at theater camp. Is that better or worse than band camp? We're going to find out.
And then at 5, a nonprofit helped people with disabilities water ski today. Stay tuned at 5.
Don't wait until November. Black Friday in July is here at Ashley. Save $200 instantly on Beauty Rest Select Choice Hybrid. Or get this Queen Pillow Top mattress for just $9 a month. All with no money down. Black Friday mattress deals are here. Only at Ashley.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate summer with our hot summer sale. We're talking about hot savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our hot summer sale. Save 23% off gutters with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Here's your parachute. Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Talk to myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. We need to talk about Sono Bello.
We are getting rid of all of this today.
Ladies, this summer you can cover up or feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello. One visit permanent fat removal.
Look at this shape. My tummy is gone and my hourglass shape is back.
Wherever there's excess fat, we can remove it. That's what we do all day, every day.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I could actually wear a two-piece after 25 years.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Now, with our Best Body Summer event, you can schedule your free, no-obligation consultation, plus save $250 off instantly. That's $250 off your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com.
Don't wait until November. Black Friday in July is now at Ashley. Find in-stock doorbusters at discounts up to 60% off. Plus, get bonus discounts on clearance items and special buys. And low monthly payment options starting at just $9 a month. Only at Ashley.
New at 5, the 988 Suicide Prevention Hotline has now been in service for 1 year. We look at the numbers and examine how well it's working.
An alert day has been added to the forecast for this evening for the possibility for a few severe thunderstorms. And air quality advisories in effect through Sunday morning for wildfire smoke. I'll be tracking the smoke and the storms in my first one forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, only on News 3 now, an emotional interview with the grieving mother who lost her son last night in a fatal shooting on Madison's Far East Side. Tonight at 6.
Giving the old weather satellite a spin, we end up in Hollywood. The sign, at least, it's 86 degrees, quiet.
You see people up there?
And nothing else to do. Everybody's on strike.
That's true. Very true.
Well, a rundown camp in upstate New York for kids determined to make it on stage as the setting for a mockumentary hitting movie theaters.
David Daniel has a look at theater camp.
What up, Adirondack? Listen up. Squad, gang, maybe zip it. Could we just get you guys to shoot?
Oh, what a beautiful
Oh, that was dope.
Theater-obsessed kids and counselors take center stage in theater camp.
You guys are so talented, so unbelievable. This will break you. This will fully destroy you.
Congratulations on being the most talented kids at camp.
The subject matter came easily to its creators and stars.
I think a lot of people would be like, this isn't real, but then we've all lived. This is a real documentary of our lives. Tear sticks are doping for actors. Do you want to be the Lance Armstrong of theater?
No.
Get off the stick.
Of course, eventually it all comes down to the kids.
It was just so satisfying to watch them just like run free and absolutely school us every day.
We only have 3 weeks to create a masterpiece. It's on you now, all on you.
The anticipation and the excitement and the pressure all in that moment feels so familiar to me, and just all of my high school musicals I used to do with Nick and my youth theater musicals I did with Molly, and just there's nothing like that anticipation and excitement for a show that's going to happen like maybe twice and then it goes away forever.
We're theater people. We know how to turn cardboard into gold.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Find out what Will Loper thinks about it on Monday. It looks great.
That does look like a lot of fun.
Yeah. There's more to come at 4. It's time to get your medical questions answered.
Doctor's Overpastor is standing by, sitting by, ready to take your calls. That phone number, 270-9933.
608.
608-270-9933. Calling now.
Family is just very important.
She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, you know, I'm gonna be there.
Keytruda and chemotherapy meant treating my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, Keytruda and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. Keytruda is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment. If you have advanced non-squamous, non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
Create the ultimate backyard getaway with 11% off everything at Menards. We have the best selection of decking, blocks, grills, and outdoor furniture. Transform your yard from ordinary to extraordinary. Add the perfect finishing touch to your patio with this 5-piece Harrison dining set. It's just $159.99 after rebate. Then cozy up on those cool summer nights with a toasty bonfire. The 29-inch Diamante fire pit is just $49.99 after 11% off.
Save big money at Menards.
I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift.
Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
For your first warned traffic, there was an incident on the eastbound Beltline near John Nolan Drive, but literally like 2 minutes ago, it just disappeared. So probably taken care of, but we are still seeing some slowdowns with eastbound still down to around 12 miles per hour. But for the most part, you know, the highway is good, both southbound and northbound, with over 70 miles per hour in each direction. And that's your first warned traffic. Back to you at the couch.
All right, a new cable car has opened, and it's an international adventure. The cable car allows visitors to cross between Switzerland and Italy near the Matterhorn. The cable car connects the Klein Matterhorn Mountain Station at 12,739 feet above sea level with the Testa Grigia Valley Station at 11,417
top of the world.
feet. It is. Cars take about 4 minutes to travel the 1 mile over the valley below, and you can see the three faces of the Matterhorn, the south, east, and north side. It is such a unique experience that this is not simply a cable car ride, but an experience that will be remembered for a lifetime. The new link uses 10 cable cars that can accommodate up to 28 passengers each round trip, and it cost $267.
I'm afraid of heights.
Just don't look down. Just keep looking straight ahead. Look at the beauty. All right, it is time to get your medical questions answered.
The number to call is 608-270-9933. Dr. Zorba Passer is here. Welcome.
Good to be here.
Good to see you. Call in now. We're hearing reports that this could be one of the hottest summers in the history of the globe.
Right, right.
And heat kills more people than any other weather.
You know, we think that people freeze to death. They're outside. They freeze to death, but in fact, more people die of heat than anything else. And years ago in Chicago, 1,000 people in the middle of the summer died of heat. So we've got to think about, especially if you've got any medical problems, chronic lung disease, heart disease, what you're going to do.
And then you mentioned heart, lung disease, and we got the smoke coming back in again.
Right.
So it's like a twofer we've got going on.
So I think it's really important if you have medical problems, it's important to make sure you stay inside. This is not a good time to be outside. Turn on the air conditioner, make sure it's nice and cold, and make sure it basically has a good filter on it to get rid of all the smoke that's in the environment. Those are important things to do.
Yeah, you should change your filter on your, if you have central air conditioning, because all that smoke. I took mine out, it was black.
That's exactly what I did. We had some trouble with our air conditioner. We took it out. We had somebody who actually came and fixed the air conditioner. He took out the filter, and he said, "Look at this." And I said, "Oh my God, I didn't realize how much junk is caught in the filter." But it's a filter. How could I not realize that? That's what it's for.
But it's mostly from the smoke.
It's mostly from the smoke. And the reason why it wasn't changed is I'm lazy. I just didn't change it. It's laziness. So it's important if you've got lung problems to make
What are some danger signs if you're suffering from heat exhaustion or stroke?
Shortness of breath. You feel like you're not getting enough breath into your body. That's usually the first thing that hits you. Other things that will generally hit you besides that will be the fact that your heart will be racing and you feel fatigued and tired. And if so, that's the time to call someone who you love, or make sure you get in contact with your primary care provider. It's important, but air conditioning is really the key. A fan doesn't do it. You may feel better with a fan, but it's not as good for your lungs.
So what if you are caring for somebody who cannot tell you how they are feeling?
Oh, that's
what
the
are
hard
you supposed
part. Isn't
to
that
be?
right?
Yeah.
Ask them questions. That's kind of the best way to do it. Say, how are you feeling? Then you go, how are you really feeling? And you know, if you're not sure, eyeball them. In other words, go to their house and see what they're doing. Do not depend on the phone. Do not depend on Zoom. But actually, especially if you're in the same town, go and see them. You can do more by seeing somebody in the house and convince them to do things than you often can do on the phone. I mean, you know, that's the way humans are. We like to be in close contact with one another.
Let's talk about this new over-the-counter birth control.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. The over-the-counter birth control. So birth control pills in Europe are available over-the-counter. And finally, birth control pills are going to be available after the first of the year over-the-counter. They're just as effective as birth controls that you need with a prescription. And that's because right now you do not have to have a Pap test. You used to have a Pap test and an HPV test before you got birth control pills. Now you don't have to have a Pap test or HPV test before you're 21 or 25, depending on which organization is actually right. They're sort of duking it out. But this is very important because when birth control is available to young people, you reduce the number of unwanted pregnancies. It is a major step forward. So in that aisle, in the drugstore, you'll not just have condoms, you'll not have diaphragm, you'll not just have spermicides, but you'll have birth control. And that's critically important.
Okay, now I have to ask again. It really is as effective as over-the-counter versus something you get from the pharmacy.
The whole issue with birth control pills, they should be taken at the same time every single day. So if you're taking it at 10 o'clock in the evening, you take it at 10 o'clock in the evening every single day. And that's why we invented iWatches and others, they have alarm. Take your pill. You take your pill and you make sure you do it every day. The answer is yes. It's just as effective, and birth control pills taken correctly are somewhere in the 98 to 99% effective rate, and so important. Once we reduce unwanted birth control, we reduce a lot, and we really help our society.
We have time for one quick call here. Chris from Sauk City, what's your question, Chris?
What do you do when you don't have air conditioning in your house?
Well, that's a big issue. In a time like this where it's super hot, you try to depend on somebody else who does have air conditioning in their house. And you say, can I go to your house and can I stay for the day? It's 85 degrees, 88 degrees outside, and it's a big problem. And you're right. And that's why some of the shelters are opened up in cities to basically help people, because not everyone has air conditioning. Not everyone can afford air conditioning. It is a big issue.
Or public library, other public buildings.
Public libraries. All the public buildings have them, right? And the malls, of course.
All right. We are out of time, unfortunately, for that caller we didn't get to.
I know, I apologize.
Zorba, thank you.
A pleasure to be here.
Okay.
See you next time. We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Rider Chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
About our designer kids package or free lens upgrade. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
A few severe thunderstorms are possible this evening, and wildfire smoke will continue through Sunday. At 5, I'll be tracking both the smoke and the storms.
And a year since its creation, we examine how well the 988 suicide prevention hotline is working. That's coming up next.
A diving accident left a young woman facing life-changing injuries.
I distinctly remember losing the feeling of like the water touching my body.
See how she's staying focused on beating the odds and reaching her goals.
A chance is all I need.
Monday on News 3 Now at 6.
Storms continue to fire up across Iowa, not quite in our area yet as they are moving very slowly, but there are also a lot of storms to the south of just our viewing area to the west, and there also is a severe thunderstorm warning, but I expect there to be a few more throughout the evening. And looking at future track, we are going to see the storm spread across southern Wisconsin over the next few hours, so stay updated for changing conditions.
All right, we will.
Thank you very much. On the next Live at 4, we will meet our Pet of the Week from Dane County Humane Society.
And we'll head to the movies with Will Loper as one of the biggest movies of the year hits theaters. That's Monday here on Live at 4.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
I suffer with psoriatic arthritis and psoriasis. I was on a journey for a really long time to find some relief. Cosentix works for me.
Cosentix helps real people get real relief from the symptoms of psoriatic arthritis or psoriasis. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen.
I move so much better because of Cosentix.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentix.
Does our foam insulation work? Listen to this.
The power in the neighborhood was out for 2 days in 95-degree weather. My thermostat only went up 3 degrees, and that's even with letting the dog in and out. It was very comfortable here.
And her savings were more than the insulation costs.
If you want to save money on your power bills, get USA Insulation. It makes a huge difference.
USA Insulation.
Welcome back from a gaggle of Goldens to an octopus nursery. Louie and Oliver have got it covered.
Let's check it out in this week's edition of the News Hounds.
Here's the News Hounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the News Hounds, some squabbling elephants,
a penguin weigh-in,
and some mothering octopi.
Hundreds of golden retrievers gathered in Scotland for the 155th anniversary of the breed's founding. The event was organized by the Golden Retriever Club of Scotland and held at the ruined estate of Lord Tweedmouth in the Highlands, where the dogs were first bred. Aristocrat Sir Dudley Marjoribanks, who wanted a gun dog suited to the Scottish Highland terrain, started the breed a century and a half ago. Owners from across the UK, Europe, North America, Australia, and Japan all gathered for this milestone.
For the first time in 8 years, Chicago's Shed Aquarium has welcomed a new rockhopper penguin chick. The little one is a few weeks old and weighs about 2 pounds. The aquarium plans to name the bird once staff determines its sex, which will accomplish through a blood sample. The chick's parents, Edward and Anne, were the star of Shed's viral penguin field trip videos shot during the pandemic. The chick is receiving some of its feeding from the aquarium's animal care team.
This is an ultra-rare octopus nursery. The area, found by scientists off the coast of Costa Rica, plays host to a group of octopus mothers gathered to protect their eggs until they hatch. It is one of 3 such breeding sites in the world to have been discovered. The wonders of Mother Nature.
And finally, Asian elephant twins, Yad and Tukata, squabble over little bagel bite snacks provided by the animal care staff as an enrichment activity at the Rosamond Gifford Zoo in Syracuse, New York. The twins were born October 24th, 2022, and are the only known surviving Asian elephant twins born in the Northern Hemisphere. Now, they seem to be getting along just fine until they don't. Just like brothers everywhere, when it comes to sharing, there is a point where you just need your own space. Leave me alone.
And that's this week's edition of the News Hounds.
I feel that way often.
I know. Get out of my way, Mark.
Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here on Monday. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.